Hello everyone, this is John Garrett from hypertransitory.com, and today I'm going to do a Joomla tutorial on creating a new position on the fly. And those of you familiar a little bit with Joomla know that Joomla has modules, and those modules you can put wherever you want on the page. Like this is a module, this is a module, and this is a module, and you define where those go by assigning them a position. And kind of to demonstrate that, I've got a test Joomla site on my own local server here using a MOMP installation, and MOMP stands for Macintosh, Apache, MySQL, and PHP. So it allows you to install a website on your own machine and test it out that way. But here we're going to check the positions in such a way that we can literally see what they're assigned to. And this is a little trick that you can do on any Joomla site. And if you type that in after the index PHP $TP equals 1, it's going to show you all the positions. So not quite that easy to read, but we can see here this one's using user 4, and this is left, this is breadcrumb user 3. So that's what we're working with here, and I want to put one right here above this welcome to front page. So that's what we're going to do right now. So actually I believe in Joomla 1.6 coming up, they've given you the ability to turn that off for your site, so your competitor can't come to your website and type in TP equals 1 and find out what positions you're using, just in case. But anyway, usually when you're going to add a position, what you got to do is you have to open your parameters file. And it's kind of annoying. Like here's my MOMP installation. In applications, I just hit the command key to check that out where it's at. That's a little tip for you in the Macintosh. So here is where my installation of my test site is, in this htdocs folder within my MOMP installation. And I'm going to go in here, and I have to go to my template. And my default template is this Milky Way template here. So this template details file, normally when you're going to add a position, here is where you need to add that. Now, obviously this is what we've got to work with inside of our templates. And if I was going to add another one, I could just add it here. But let's say I'm working away and I really don't want to deal with all that. I'm going to close that. So I can go back here. Here's my back end. And I've gone to Extensions, Module Manager. I mean, if I started over, you know, obviously I'm going to get this. I go to Extensions, Module Manager. So here is a list of my modules, and here's the positions that they currently occupy. Now I want to put a random image going. A random image is published, it's enabled, but it's not showing on any page. You can see here where it's showing at. Nowhere. And currently it's assigned to the right. So what I will do here, I'm going to go in here, and I'm going to say, okay, hey, here's my position. Now what I can do, instead of choosing one of these, instead of going to my template details file, I can just type in here whatever I want my position to be. Let's just make up something. Let's just call it blarg. That should work. So now it's going to be assigned at blarg. You see the order field went to 0 because there's nothing else assigned to blarg, so there's no reason to have an ordering field. Down here, the module is assigned to nothing right now, so we're going to just tell it home page. So that's the only place it's going to show up, home page, and it's going to show up in the blarg position. And with this random image, I have to now tell it which folder to pull the random images from. And so you can see I have to type in, you know, images, stories, wherever that folder's at. So where I've got that folder, let me back up here into my images. And here's my stories folder, and I have a folder called headers. So that's the folder I'm going to assign. And I'm just going to type in images, stories, and headers. So that is the folder it's going to pull its images from. And I don't need it to link to anything, so I'm not going to put a link in here. And this is good for your headers. If you want to always have it linked back to your home page, you can put that link in there. These particular pictures I have at 520 pixels. Height I'm going to leave blank. so there's no distortion or anything. I don't normally mess with this down here, but I'm going to save this now. And so there, that's saved. We can see random images now at the top because it's sorted by position. So blarg is right at the top alphabetically, and we can see it's enabled, blah, blah, blah. Let's go over here to our front page. Nothing has changed yet, and that is because we have not actually inserted the blarg module into the template, which we now need to do. So I'm going to go back to my folder here, and you can see, even if this is on my local machine, but the structure is the same. Even if you were browsing through FTP, you'd have to go to your templates, pick your template folder, which is the default Milky Way template in this case, and you need the index.php file. So I'm going to open that up, and I use Text Wrangler, whatever you choose to use. You know, I'm actually right on the component here right now, but in case you needed to find it, there's really only one component in the index page, or there should only be one. So if I were to, search for it, I can find it right away. There's the component. Now I want to put that module right above that component. So what I'm going to do, I'll probably just steal one of these modules here. I can just take this one that's right below it. I'll take it and I'm going to paste it right above it. And so we have our type module name. They probably should change that to position. So this is the position I want. So I'm going to type in here blarg, and when I hit save, that is going to now put that module there. And another thing, if you don't like using Text Wrangler, you can go right here in the back end. You can go to extensions, template manager, and so this is a template that is currently the default, that is active, my Milky Way template. And I'm going to go to edit HTML. There's not very good searching and such here, but you can always go and you can find that component. You can see that here's my blarg that I put in there. There it is. So that will also get you access to that. I'm going to cancel out of this right now, get out of that. But now if we go back to our home page, and now I refresh, so now I've got my random images showing up there. They're all showing up, and I keep refreshing, and I got a bunch of random images that pop up. Now, the catch with this, if you didn't put it into your template details file, let me go here to the module manager again. Here is my random image. Let's click back on that, and so let's say I want to set this to debug. That's a common one. If you don't want to show something for a while, you can put it on debug. Normally that position is really not even in there. So I can hit save, and I'm going to go back into random image. Now it's in this second position. Now blarg is gone. I can't choose it again. I'd have to type it back in again because it's not in that template details, so it doesn't really get saved. That's just something to watch out for. It's not really a big deal, but I'm going to put it back on blarg for now. Save that. And really that's all there is to it in order to create your own position on the fly. Sometimes you just don't really feel like going and opening up template details and trying to figure out what you're going to do. Just want to test something. And let's actually go and do our index here. .php question mark tp equals 1, and that should show us that we've got a blarg position, which you can barely read, but that's what it's telling us. So that is the end of that, and hopefully now this will show you how to create a position on the fly in Joomla 1.5. Thanks for watching.